The main thing you'll always get fed are rice and beans, which I guess is kind of what you get anywhere else in Latin America. But they put coconut milk in it. They put coconut milk in everything because there's tons of coconuts in Belize. And really is pretty good. I guess lots of times you get very generic rice and beans, which is not so good. But do their classic place of rice and beans and potato salad and fried plantains. And generally that was a pretty happy thing. Eat it quite a bit. And then you go out and they have these little fast food stands. You don't have, like in El Salvador, you'll find like US fast food. You'll find McDonald's and Burger King and Pizza Hut and everything. And the really fancy people go there. You gotta have money to go to fast food. And so those are classic places. But in Belize, then none of that's made it there, just because there aren't enough people really to buy it. It'd be hard to find a central place where there are enough people for them to get a good earning off of it. And so they have all this like Belizean fast food, which they have fried jacks, which are marvelous. They fry tortillas in oil, and it's pretty much just a fried burrito. They put like put beans and cheese and whatnot in there, and chicken. Those are fabulous. And just basic tortillas. They do a lot of tacos, especially in Orange Walk. And they have some marvelous little tacos. And just there's a decent amount of that kind of, I guess, Mexican food that comes just right across from the border down there. They do like spices in Belize. They throw a lot of habanero on stuff, and they have the sauce that like Marie Sharp's, and generally I just put like one little drop on each different part of my food. If you got 2 drops, then it was getting a little too spicy for me, which I am kind of a gringo, so but they pile that stuff on there. They love their spicy foods. The most exciting thing I ate there was probably cowfoot soup, which I got that in Belize and in El Salvador. They kind of have a different version of it, where they just cook it for a really long time, so you can't eat it. Maybe not the best thing ever, but I think it was pretty good. They have some good spices in there, good seasonings, so that was tasty. And they also have something which is called like black soup, or relleno or something like that, where it really is just black, and it's just kind of a bowl of mystery meat. Because I think they stuff hamburger in a chicken and kind of like roast it or boil it or something like that. And they put some like hard-boiled eggs in there too, so you really don't know what's in there or what kind of meat you're eating. And which is true when you go to the Chinese restaurants too. You don't really know what kind of meat you're getting. My first companion, he told me, if the beef burger costs less than the chicken burger, then don't buy the beef burger, because beef costs more than chicken, so you're not getting beef. So be careful of that. That's a little frightening. And so sometimes I think they'll get the dogs in there, whatever. I think sometimes it may be beef, but can be careful. But yeah, the black soup was pretty exciting. Belize is a little close to the States in the kind of stuff that you can get and kind of the price that it's at. Because in El Salvador there are certain things from the States, just like normal flour or like baking soda, which is kind of harder to find, just because you've got to be specialized in that if you're actually going to do anything with that, because nobody actually has an oven. And but yeah, generally you can get most things the same in Belize and El Salvador. You can always find peanut butter. And El Salvador, it's pretty pricey, but in Belize they really love coconuts, and so my favorite little treat there were empanadas de coco, or they call it like coconut crust, I think, in English. There was this lady in Belmopan that made these just enormous ones that were just so good, where they just had this like, this bready outside thing, and they filled it with kind of like candied cocoa sort of stuff, and those were pretty marvelous.